Hey friends, we're going to talk about Google Cast for Education in this screencast and how you can use it in your classroom and how you set it up. So the first thing here is I'm on my app screen here in Chrome. Now I am using Chrome on a PC for this screencast, so I just clicked my apps button up here in the top left corner. That brought me to my apps area. You do have to go to the web store and install the Google Cast for Education app. Looks like this green icon right here with the three curved white lines on it. Now when you launch the Google Cast for Education app, it will look like this right here. There's some one-time setup stuff it will take you through the first time, mainly being that you have to name your computer, what you want to call your computer. And that's how students will see your computer if they want to wirelessly present to your computer. So you can see down here in the bottom left corner that shows you what your computer is called or what your receiver is called. So I just called mine my last name. If you ever do need to change that, all you do is come up here to the top right corner in the settings, on the settings button. You click that and then you just change receiver name right here. And then you also have a couple of options you can check, such as automatically full screen new presentation sessions. If you want to send usage stats to Google, you can also have this screen display background images from the web. If you give it a URL to pull images from, it'll show a background image instead of just this gray area while you're waiting for a student to present to your computer. So I'm just going to click cancel on that. Then we also have a share button up in the top right corner. That's where we give access to allow students and colleagues to present to our computer. So when we click the share button, that's going to look like a very similar screen. I can see here I'm the owner of this Google Cast space. I've given access to a couple of people, and then you get to pick over here on the right hand side when you add someone, can they present? Can they just go straight into presenting to your machine, or do they have to request access before they're allowed to show their computer screen on your computer screen, which is definitely what I would do if you were going to have students share their screen to your computer. You would want to put that on can request, so you get a notification on your computer that says Cody, he would like to present to your computer. Do you want to allow him to do that? So you can give certain people just straight away present access, or you can have students be able to request that. Now down here at the bottom, I can put in emails of specific people. I can put in groups if I have contact groups created, or you'll notice I can also go straight away to inviting a Google Classroom class to my Google Cast for Education space. So when I click in there, these Google Classroom spaces automatically popped up, so I could choose one of those as well, so I don't have to type all of my students individually. So then what that looks like is when you want students to present wirelessly from their Chromebook or their Mac or PC that has Google Chrome on it, what that looks like, it's even easier because that is now baked right into Google Chrome. So whatever they're looking at on their screen, so for example, let's just go to my Google Drive here, and let's say I wanted to present something from my Google Drive. So all they have to do is they have to come up here to the top right corner, click on their three little dots to get their Chrome menu. And in the latest version of Chrome, the cast option is right here in the Chrome menu. And when the students click that, they will see all of the available Google Cast receivers to be able to present to. So I see mine right here because as the teacher, I have mine open, so student devices can see it. And then all they have to do is click on it. Now, before they click on where they want to cast to, though, they need to click this arrow right here, and they need to choose, do they want to just cast the existing tab that they're on, or do they want to cast their entire desktop? So if you cast just the tab you're on, That's all everyone's going to see is anything you do on that particular tab. If you move to another tab, they won't see that. So if you're going to be jumping back and forth between tabs when you're presenting, you're going to want your students to choose Cast Desktop instead of Cast Tab. I'll just choose Cast Tab for this case though, and then I'm going to click on my name, and I'm going to quickly jump back over to my Google Cast screen so you can see what that looks like. And you'll notice the gray screen went away, and now I'm casting to myself, but if we were pretending this was a student that was presenting to my computer, I now see just that one particular tab that student is casting to my screen. So again, this makes it really handy, especially if you have Chromebooks, to have students be able to wirelessly present something through the teacher computer so they can share it with the rest of the class. And then I, as the teacher, I can come up here anytime I want and I can click this X to stop casting that particular student so another student can then present something, or I can just continue with my lesson. So that's a little overview of Google Cast for Education. Hopefully that was helpful. It's definitely a handy tool to have at your disposal to have students present wirelessly.